Mount Kilimanjaro is often called the roof of Africa. It rises 19,340 feet, or nearly 4 miles, into the sky and is the highest point on the African continent. Kilimanjaro is in northeastern Tanzania in East Africa. It lies almost exactly between the cities of Cairo, Egypt to the north and Cape Town, South Africa to the south. It's around 220 miles south of the equator, in a hot tropical region of the world. The impressive snow-covered peaks of Kilimanjaro have been an inspiration to visitors for a very long time. Over the years, thousands of people have traveled to Tanzania to climb this majestic mountain. Many others have come to view its famous glacier-covered peak. One of these visitors was an American writer named Ernest Hemingway. He wrote a story about the mountain that made it famous. The story, first published in 1936, is called The Snows of Kilimanjaro. In the story, Hemingway describes the mountain's glaciers as wide as all the world, great, high, and unbelievably white in the sun. Although the ice cap is fantastic to see, it does in fact have a much more important purpose. The glaciers were formed more than 11,000 years ago. They have become an important source of water for drinking and farming for people who live near Kilimanjaro. Unfortunately, for the last 100 years, the snows of Kilimanjaro have been disappearing. Since 1912, Kilimanjaro's glaciers have gotten more than 80% smaller. A NASA satellite has been taking pictures of the mountain's ice cap for more than 15 years. The pictures that were taken in 1993 are very different from those taken only 7 years later in the year 2000. There are many ideas about why Kilimanjaro's snow is melting so quickly. For one thing, the mountain is in a tropical region, so the glaciers are at risk for the negative effects of climate change. One type of climate change that may be directly affecting Kilimanjaro is called global warming. As the world's temperatures rise, the snows melt. Deforestation is another possible reason why Kilimanjaro's glaciers are melting. When trees are cut down in large numbers, the effects can cause changes in the atmosphere and the climate. Trees keep the air cooler and help maintain the water levels in the atmosphere. This helps to create clouds and rain and snow. Less rain and snow and increased temperatures can cause the glaciers to melt. Whatever the causes may be, the snows of Kilimanjaro are continuing to melt at a very fast rate. Experts now predict that the mountain's glaciers could completely disappear by the year 2020. The loss of Kilimanjaro's glaciers would likely cause many problems for the area around the mountain. It would remove an important source of water for the people who live on or near the mountain. It could also reduce the number of tourists who come to Tanzania to see the mountain and the money that they bring to the country. The missing snows of Mount Kilimanjaro may be a warning. They definitely show people all over the world the dangers of climate change and deforestation. Hopefully, people will learn from the loss of Kilimanjaro's glaciers. Sadly, the majestic snows of Kilimanjaro may not be around forever for people to enjoy.